Hi, darlings. I'm Charlotte Tilbury, and we are going to reveal all of my backstage celebrity secrets of the stars today. This is honestly my favorite. The holiday season is my favorite time of year. We have got so many trinkets, treats, and treasures, and secret tips and tricks to share with you. I'm giving away all of my secrets. So today, darlings, I am joined by my fabulous niece, Sofia Tilbury, who's an amazing co-artist. Here you are, Sofia Tilbury. And I will speak for you for a minute because she's an amazing artist, does loads of fashion shows, red carpet, tons of celebrities, everyone from Bella Hadid to Kate Moss to Salma Hayek. And last but not least, the gorgeous Con Patel. Con Patel is amazing. Again, another incredible pro artist. I'm very lucky to have so much talent here at Charlotte Tilbury. If you go into our shops, if you book at our virtual stores, our virtual store on charlottetilbury.com, you can get a consultation with all of these incredible artists. And Con is an amazing artist who works with us again on tons and tons of celebrities, red carpets, all the award seasons that we do. But we really, I'm a makeup artist, I have been now for 30 years. And so I really pride myself on having incredible artistry. And so this is all about the holiday season. And we have got incredible secrets to share with you. So quick and easy tricks where you're going to just look fabulous if you're running out the door and you can just look fabulous and throw on a party look. So now I am going to reveal to you, I'm always wearing a little bit of an eye, darling, a little bit of an eye, but I haven't got anything on my skin. My darlings, can I just give you a bit of a news flash? There are people out there, and actually kind of even some of my friends, I'm just like, hello, you need magic cream because your makeup will never, ever, ever look better than if you use magic cream. Because magic cream was created not only for some of the biggest celebrities in the world and supermodels backstage, but also because magic cream plumps, hydrates, smooths your skin immediately by 3 times. It's 3 times more hydrated in just 1 hour. So, and otherwise, if you don't hydrate your skin with an incredible serum, incredible magic cream, your makeup will not look the same. So it's a bit of a news flash to everyone, because the minute anyone discovers magic cream, some of my friends, I'm talking my male friends, all my women friends, they've understood magic cream a trillion years ago. And a lot of Hollywood actors, they all understand the power of magic cream. But some of my male friends, I'm like, darlings, this, and then they wake up the next day, like, oh my God, my skin, literally within an hour, I can't believe. So
should we go on to your recovery skin set? Because me and Com are going to start putting this on.
Yes, let's start.
Let's start.
Okay, so this is what you can gift everyone, my darlings. Now, there are trinkets, there are treats, and there are treasures. So we've got all different price ranges depending on how much money you have or how much you love someone or what you could afford. So this is a gorgeous little set. And today, another unbelievable moment. So we are going to gift a magic cream, a 15 ml magic cream today for free. This is my Christmas or holiday season, rather, little gift to you. Now, everyone needs a serum as well as a magic cream. Okay, so I'm gonna give you this little, and again, this is in the gift set, this gorgeous gift set, the little mini magic serum. And I don't know, Sofia, if you want to talk about, I know your obsession, because it has a niacinamide, which is like a boot camp for the pores.
I'm obsessed. Honestly, I use this serum on everyone. If you've got dry, sensitive skin, if you've had a breakout, it suits every different skin type. And I work with so many celebrities where they get onto the red carpet and I can't be putting acids on their face or anything that might break them out. And what I find with your skincare products is that they're so gentle on the skin. So it works at every different skin type. And obviously my favorite ingredient in this is niacinamide, because it is like a boot camp for your pores, and it minimizes the appearance of your pores.
I mean, it has Replexium to fill out your lines. So for me, it's like pores, which has the niacinamide, that's like boot camp for your pores. Yeah. And you love that. And I have to say, so many of the teenagers are like, oh my God, I love your serum. It's kind of how they fell in love with the brand. And then Replexium is literally, again, fills out your lines and just smooths them out, which for me, as I'm getting fine lines here or here, it's been a game changer. And it has polyglutamic acid, so immediate hydration. We are all, newsflash again, darlings, we are all dehydrated, okay? So you need to have the serum. That's why I'm just saying, darlings, can we all please understand that we need to use a serum, not just a serum, the Magic Crystal Elixir Serum, because this has 20% potency, 20% actives in it. But the way we put it together with my incredible scientists mean that it really is a comfort blanket for the skin. It plumps, it hydrates, it smooths the skin. It has golden vitamin C. So the way that they've created it is that normally vitamin C just oxidizes and 30% of it penetrates into the skin. This 100% penetrates into the dermis. So most serums have 5% actives. This has 20, okay? So it is clinically proven, and all my products, so I work with the most incredible chemists, the best innovation in the world. It is clinically proven that your skin is just 2 times more hydrated in just 1 hour. The minute you use it, it's 2 times firmer, younger, 2 times firmer, younger looking skin in 8 weeks. It is a game changer. So to everyone, because by the way, now in the world that we're living with the dehydration and the climate change and everything, we are living in a world and everyone's exhausted, the SPS, everyone's exhausted. So darlings, please, can you just use Magic Crystal Elixir Serum and Magic Cream, and it will change your skin life.
Charlotte, tell me. Never ever do a makeup without this set.
Never. I wouldn't dream. Because it just, when you put Magic Cream on a Magic Crystal Elixir Serum, it doesn't sit in the pores, it doesn't sit in the lines, it makes you glow and glide and look so much more glowing. That, everyone always talked about the Charlotte Tilbury glow, and it's like that smooth, plump, hydrated skin, therefore kind of really healthy and glowing, and that smoothness, and that is the Crystal Elixir Serum and the Magic Cream.
I think what's so exciting, Charlotte, is we use all of these products on these 3 gorgeous looks that we are going to show you today. Charlotte, we're so excited that you're going to recreate the glowing lily look, where I know these products were key in creating beautiful, magic, glowing skin. Sophia, I can't wait to see you recreate.
I'm going to be recreating Kate Moss's
look. Glitzy Kate look, and I'm going to be showing you the Jourdan Dunn Super Party and how you can really accessorize your eye makeup with an exciting new product.
Now, so we've used Cryo, darling, the Cryo Eye Recovery Eye Serum. I just, obviously because we're all so tired and with our hectic schedules, and this Cryo Recovery Eye Serum will change your eye life. Okay, so this is incredible. It's got this amazing, look at this, it's just, this metal head, and you use it to just depuff and around the eyes, and it's also got Swiss ice wine essence, and it has Replexium, which plumps the look of your skin, and a caffeine complex, which reduces puffiness. And you see the most, and this cooling metal tip application, which is gorgeous, which depuffs that whole eye area.
Yes, you know what I love about this, Charlotte, is that cooling metal tip. It really reminds me of those tricks when we used to put teaspoons in the fridge. And I think the way that you've captured this into a modern, incredible eye product. And I know, Amal Clooney, we use it on her very often, and she absolutely loves it.
We're now going to use, which this is incredible, again, another this. Can you everyone see this, darling? Can you all see that? It's amazing. Give this to everyone. This is incredible. Now that we've got our Magic Cream on and we've got our Magic Crystal Elixir on, we're going to put the Collagen Superfusion Crystal Elixir Oil. So now this is a superpower for glowing glass. We're talking about that glass-like skin. If you put this on at the end of the day, whenever, it is amazing. It nourishes, it smooths, it evens, it hydrates. It is honestly some of the biggest clinical trials ever seen in the skincare world ever. Okay, and when we did the clinical trials on this, the clinical trials came back. They're like, wrinkles appear reduced by 5, darlings, can we just take that in? 5 times wrinkle reduction, which is huge, almost never seen before, like massive skincare results. And the skin is firmer, the skin is more radiant, it's smoother by 4 times in just 8 weeks. The smell, when you take it and do this and just take
really
that,
calming,
it's like a star-like scent of lavender, rose, and the rolly eucalyptus, smoothing and calming the senses. Oh, so amazing. And on the neck,
I think
let's never forget the neck.
so smooth, that collagen booster. I just think it makes your skin just look the best possible way that it really can. And I love that it's not oily and it's not greasy. For anyone that's watching that's concerned about putting an oil under your makeup, do not be worried about that, because it honestly just makes everything sit and glide so beautifully.
Darlings, okay, if you do not, an SPF a day keeps the doctor away. So it literally is everyone, because of the UVA rays. Before you put on your makeup, you have to use an SPF. Now, this is not just any SPF, because most SPFs give you a white cast on the skin and that flashback, and also they kind of leave you, you know, I wanted something that was literally, when I went to my labs, I was like, I want something that blurs, smooths, like a primer, but it's also an SPF that I can put on top of my makeup so it doesn't make everything roll. Otherwise everything could roll. And I was like, well, my dream is, could we do a primer that blurs, smooths, and is an SPF 50? And my darlings, I love my labs. It is a UV flawless, poreless primer. Because it protects, it hydrates, it primes, but it shields literally from the UVA, UVB sun rays, and it's infused with hyaluronic acid. It's got smoothing airbrush polymers. It's firming Cololift 18, which is inside it, and it boosts hydration by 2 times in just 1 hour. So I'm so obsessed with this. I even use this at night, even though there's like, obviously, you know, there's no kind of sun rays at night. Right. Like the skin appears firmer using it by 74% in just 8 weeks. So it's amazing. And the pores, because it blurs everything, your pores look so much smoother by 65%.
There really is no primer out there that has this almost just like gel-like finish, Charlotte. I just love that you created this, because for anyone with a deeper complexion that's so worried about using sun protection that can be very white and have that cast, you can just see on my skin, it's completely disappeared and it's just really smoothed it.
Amazing. Right, I know we've got to crack on. Sophia, do you want to talk about the amazing, beautiful
foundation? Honestly,
foundation
is just the product I cannot live without. I use this every day on myself. I use this on all of my celebrity clients, whether they're going on a red carpet or if it's for a shoot. It's the one product I use on everyone, and it's amazing because it's a medium buildable foundation. So you can do kind of like a light wash if you want more of a natural look, and you can kind of build it up. I'm using the shade 6 Neutral. And the reason for that is because I get a lot of redness to my skin. So I go for a neutral shade because I need to neutralize the redness in my skin. So I'm using 6 Neutral. And here we go. And I'm just using the Magic Complexion brush with this. So what I kind of use it all over. Just all over. And I like to just do a light layer of this everywhere. And it's just so you can see how easily that kind of buff blends into the skin.
Can you see that? I mean, I'm using a 5 Neutral because I like to look a bit warmer. And it's so good. What this is amazing. Okay, what's amazing about this foundation is I created it with a scientist, and I thought about it as a skincare product first. And then backed into a foundation because I wanted something that literally was going to kind of look like real skin, and it improves the look of your skin every time you wear it because it plumps, it hydrates, it smooths, and it has the most incredible medium coverage. It gives you that instant glow, but it has medium coverage, but it long time, so it really stays. And it has Radiant Rose Complex in it. It has hydrating hyaluronic acid and Bix Active for like oil control. So it really, in just 1 hour, your skin is 2 times more hydrated while wearing this foundation. It is honestly the best skin of your life, and 3 times more radiant in 8 weeks and 2 times smoother in 8 weeks. So it's just amazing. I mean, actually, I'm putting all over my face. We should have showed everyone, darlings. Can we just do a half face? Can we just take off for a minute and show everyone half face? Sorry, we've got to show everyone half face.
I mean, wow, you can really see the difference. Okay, you can really see the difference. Like I get a lot of redness on my face. It's the one thing I struggle with because I've got mild rosacea. But I don't want to conceal too much. I don't want to feel cakey on my face. And what I love about this foundation is it doesn't feel cakey on the skin. It just feels like your skin. And I think that's why I love it so much. But you can see I've done half my face and this side matches my chest. So this has been neutralized. And then you can see this half of my face. You can see all the redness and how it's just completely neutralized half my face. So what I love about this foundation is the fact that it literally makes your skin still look like your skin. So even though it's concealed my redness, I actually haven't got too much on. I've slowly kind of builded it onto the areas that I really needed it. But I just love how my skin still feels like skin. And it just gives you, it says it in the name, it gives you beautiful looking skin. And this is the one foundation I literally use. I use it on Salma Hayek. It's Phoebe Dynevor's favorite foundation. And I've used it on Lily James. Lily James always asks for her shades. Bella Hadid, I used it on the other week. She's obsessed with it and even more obsessed with the concealer, which we'll talk about. But it is the one foundation I just use on everyone. And it's just my favorite thing. But like the fact that it can completely neutralize the redness in my skin just with like a light layer is amazing.
Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to talk about the concealer. This will change your life. It's another thing that will change your life. We're talking about all my beauty secrets. So this, again, Amal Clooney, I use it on. Kate Moss, I use it on. They're all obsessed. Jourdan, Dunn. I mean, you know, you talk about literally, I mean, probably every celebrity. This is amazing. It's called My Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. And it is the power of an eye cream and the power of a concealer. I call this shapewear for the eyes and face. It's like an eye lift effect, facelift effect, all in one. So this is now my shade 3. Okay. And so I'm just going to put this on, and so it's amazing. I mean, I worked again with my labs, and it's hydrated, it's got hyaluronic acid, pore shrinking niacinamide, brightening golden vitamin C, and smoothing vegan collagen, right? So it's amazing. Dark circles appear reduced by literally 40% in 28 days, and skin feels 2 times more hydrated. So look at this. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. Can everyone see this, right? I'm putting number 2 on here. I'm showing you this is how to get the eye lift effect. And now I'm going to show you how to get the facelift effect. I'm putting a bit here and here. Really, really crucial. This right there, it's going to give me that lift.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about
this concealer is unbelievable, and I think you can definitely see the difference. I've just done the eye lift that Charlotte's taught us to do, and the reason I love this is it just covers any dark shadows, but it looks healthy. It looks like there's a ray of light under your eye, and you can definitely go a couple of shades lighter than your skin color. And we love to do this at Charlotte Tilbury because I just think it gives you that gorgeous lift, and you can see the difference between the 2 sides, the darkness and then just that stunning lift. And I love to just put it in this crease here. I absolutely love using this brush, and you can kind of just stamp it on and just lift it up.
So see the difference here, how much more lifted I am versus here. There, my nasal labial line, my under eye, this is just much more lifted. So we're going to talk about the eye lift effect. So we're going to take this and just put it right in there and here. Okay, so plump that out. We're going to take that, then I'm going to take, which is my number 3, I'm going to take number 5. And I'm going to put that here, there, and I'm going to fill in, and always in the lifting up here. Sometimes I like to go here underneath and up again the other side. And this lifting up with lines makes a huge lifting effect. So, this, oh my God, what a difference this makes.
Charlotte, that looks unbelievable on you. Wow.
Isn't it like the difference it makes to my face? Honestly, like I'm the exhaustion. You put this on, it's just like eye lift effect, facelift effect, beautiful skin radiant concealer. And you wouldn't know in harsh daylight, you look like you're wearing nothing. You just got the most beautiful radiant skin ever. So it really, this is honestly, this is one of my, it's like shapewear for the eyes and face. Shapewear. Imagine what shapewear does. Shapewear, what does it do? It shrinks, it smooths, it lifts. This is what this does.
Yeah.
And it brightens, right? So this is like shapewear for the eyes and face. Eye lift, face lift effect. It's incredible.
Yeah. I feel like there's a little technique with concealer. I think a lot of women just kind of put it underneath their eyes and kind of smudge it out. But there is a whole technique on how to sculpt your face. When I did Kate Moss's makeup for the campaign, I used this concealer, and she's like, the trick that she absolutely loves with this concealer is she likes to put it, like you did, Charlotte, just underneath her lips here, because as you get older, your lips starts to kind of turn down ever so slightly. So that kind of gives you a bit of like a lip lift.
We always do a lip lift, no matter what age, no matter who you are. A lip lift is fabulous.
Exactly. And then what I like to do is kind of gradually go from the lips all the way underneath the cheekbone. And this is just going to really highlight and play with that shadow and really brighten up that area to give you a more sculpted look. It's all about kind of playing with the light and the shadows of your face. But on this concealer, I remember I think I tried like 100 different concealers or 500 different concealers
from the labs.
And I remember trying this one and being like,
it's a game changer.
Tried such an amazing concealer in my entire life.
No, do you remember when Salma Hayek was like, oh my God, you're gonna make $1 billion with this? And we're like, well,
I had the lab samples in my kit, and I think I had about 10 different shades, and Salma was like, you better leave me one. And I was like, I can't leave you this concealer. But like anyone I've tried it on has basically been like, can you send me all my shades? Like, can you send me all my shades tomorrow, please? But
I was the same with Amal. Amal took my last one. I was like, I can't give it to you. I haven't got it for anyone else. It was just one of those things. Before it came out, it just flew because it made such a difference. And for me, every day, you know, I wake up tired or puffy. It's just like eye lift effect, face lift effect.
Yeah,
radiant concealer. So now we're going to talk about this. Now this, I have to say, airbrush. Does everyone know about airbrush skin? Airbrush skin. Airbrush settings. So we're going to talk about my airbrush powder. So this is amazing. Airbrush powder. They call this, even they've nicknamed it in Asia, that they have nicknamed this, and actually now it's become a thing around the world, the red carpet powder and the red carpet foundation, the red carpet setting spray. It's the airbrush range. Now why? Because airbrush skin is that flawless, poreless effect. This powder is the #1 selling powder in the whole of North America, the whole of Europe. It's huge sensation in China too, and it just gives you that smooth out. I never forget being, who was I with? I think I was with like Kate Moss, Rita Ora, a bunch of people, Salma Hayek, outside the Met Ball a few years ago, and they were like, what have you done with your pores? And I was like, I'm just wearing airbrush. This is just what airbrush does. It just smooths out any fine lines and any pores. I never forget JLo saying to me, oh my God, how have you created a powder that actually makes me look younger? Which is like never ever happened, and smoother. And you can reapply, and you just look airbrushed, that airbrush skin, flawless, poreless.
I'm so obsessed with this powder that if I literally leave it at home, I will like turn back and go back and collect it. That's how
I know.
And what I love about it is that you can reapply it throughout the day. It doesn't get cakey. It doesn't dry your skin. And what I love about it is that it really kind of blurs the pores. And like you said, Charlotte, it makes you look flawless and poreless. It's the one thing, like when you do those events and you invite all the amazing top makeup artists of the world and influencers, it's the one thing people are like grabbing with their arms and shoving into their bags because they can't get enough of it. I'm literally like, it's all, the shelf is empty with airbrush flawless finish powder. Like, it's the one thing as well, before a celebrity heads out to the red carpet, I'll always give them a powder and a lipstick so they can reapply their powder.
This is the #1 thing that goes in every clutch, from the Oscars to the Globes to the Met Ball to kind of the Berlin Film Festival to the every film festival in the world, because we're always doing red carpets here at Charlotte Tilbury, always working with celebrities and supermodels. So these, okay, there's two. There's airbrush flawless, the classic, the world's #1, falling in love with, sold every nanosecond around the world. That I've just used. I actually used medium. Actually no, I've used one. Sorry, fair. I've used one, #1 fair. You've used medium.
I've used #1. Yeah. I actually, when I use powder, I use it like with the concealer, the brightening effect. I like to use the powder to really brighten up my complexion.
Yeah.
So I've used just one kind of all over, but I've saved my under eye area for your new powder because I'm obsessed.
It is amazing. Airbrush brightening powder. So we talked about the airbrush effect, smoothing, pull blurring. And then this is amazing for me, that I get kind of puffy or tired, or any kind of that, any lights, it just blurs and lifts and brightens. This is amazing, this brightening powder. So it's amazing for me on those nasal, anywhere you want to brighten, around here, around the nasal labial lines, underneath the eyes. This is a great red carpet trick, darling. I do this with all my celebs because it's just, you know, imagine like a photographer walking around with one of those bouncing lights, a silver light that they put under here that just brightens and lifts all the, any kind of nasal labial lines, any shadows, any exhausted bags, anything like that. Just any kind of, anything that's really darkness in the face, it just lifts and brightens everything. So you look fresh.
Charlotte, what I love about this powder is it's so finely milled, and I've just put it on my skin.
The most finely milled powder ever in the history of cosmetics.
But look at the difference, and I think the beauty about this is it still gives you that glow, but it just looks polished and airbrushed. There's hardly any shine, but there's the glow. And then look at this side, so you can really see the difference.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing.
Oh yeah, show everyone con that. That's a con.
Shiny, glowy but airbrushed.
Airbrush. Show everyone that.
Glowy but airbrushed.
And the other thing is, I didn't realize I needed 2 powders. I thought I was set with the 1 powder. And then when you came out with this, I was like, okay, I understand now. Like, I definitely need 2 powders, because they both do completely different things.
Exactly.
But you need them together at the same time.
You always, in my makeup bag, have both. This does your face, it matches perfectly to your foundation, and then this one brightens underneath the eyes, brighten these nasal labial lines. Anywhere, like you want to brighten here, you want to brighten down the center, brighten. So it's amazing. Mainly I like to keep the shine on the sides of the face, but under here we want to keep it all smooth and airbrushed. Okay, this, darling, is a little treat that you can give someone. It's a gorgeous prezi, okay, for the holiday season. It's got an airbrush setting spray, which we're going to talk about, and you get the airbrush powder. Look at that. Again, how fabulous in your stocking, darlings. Right, and then you could also have your airbrush brightening. This is amazing. This is my airbrush brightening kit, and there's my airbrush brightening powder, and the fabulous, I mean, this is like sold out the whole time, the airbrush setting spray. So darlings, it was there for Christmas. I know it's sold out in a lot of places. So you get the airbrush setting spray, and this airbrush setting spray, which we're going to talk about, you get the best glow of your life. It sets your makeup up for up to 16 hours, and you just, it has a white tea of barley, and it's just got amazing, and it gives you this glow, and it's hydrating, and there's no setting spray on the market like it. There really is not. You get that airbrush skin, you can party all night, work all day. So that's another gorgeous, look at these 2 treats that you can get, 2 fabulous treats. So okay, so we've now got our airbrush bronzer. We're talking about airbrush skin, right? We want airbrush skin, flawless, poreless. Winter months, you just want to look kind of like, you know, party all night, stay all day. It stays in place. It's a long wear. It's amazing. It has an airbrush bronzing filter for the face and body. It smooths and it blurs like a social media filter, and it has a complexion perfecting powder. That's what it is. It's complexion perfecting powder. We talked about this powder being complexion perfecting, and this one is too. This is airbrush range. You've got the airbrush powder, you need the airbrush bronzer. So has hyaluronic acid. We know it's hydrating, and it's smoothing and hydrating, and it mimics sun.
So what I love about this bronzer is, I know it's a powder, but I find it extremely hydrating on the skin, and that's because it's got the hyaluronic acid in it. So it's not drying on the skin at all. And also it just gives you this kind of instant holiday tan. Even though you may not have a tan, it gives you that natural tan. And it's because I remember when you were doing the shade, Charlotte, and we were in product development, and you were so focused on, I can never find a bronzer that is either too orange, it's too gray, it's too green, or too yellow. But I find with the 4 shades that you've created, they're just the perfect shades for everyone's skin, and it's refillable, which is amazing as well. But what I like to do with bronzer, and I do this on a lot of people, and they actually did it on Kate Moss in this campaign. You can see I've kind of sculpted her with the bronzer. So with bronzer, I like to kind of sculpt my face as well.
I do as well, exactly. So to show everyone, we go onto the forehead, And right here, nestle it underneath your cheekbone.
Yeah, exactly.
And along the jawline, where the sun would naturally hit you. And then I also like to take it, so you can see it on half my face not done, half my face done. But then you can take this and you can sweep it across the nose where the sun would naturally hit you.
Mm-hmm.
And you really kind of like, this is like, the color of this is really amazing, because you know how the sun is like, when you're just sun-kissed, it's got a little bit of gray in it, a little bit of bronze, a little bit of brown. It's not going to make you look orange. It's not going to make you look muddy. This is just literally, we studied the different sun filters on hundreds of women before, and we've got 4 colors for every single skin tone, because I'm obsessed with making sure that we are makeup for every skin type, every skin tone, you know, and to make sure that it never was too orange, never too yellow, never too muddy. And deeper skin tones, I had so many people write into me with the deeper skin tones, just talking to me about the fact that finally there is something that doesn't look too red on their skin or too yellow on their skin. So it was a big study, because I was obsessed with the fact that sometimes I see bronzers and people just look orange or they just look muddy. So I'm really super proud of the colors of these.
Charlotte, I love this color so much. I'm using shade 3. And what I find, especially with my skin tone, is I'm sometimes a bit more brighter on the skin, darker on my chest. And my favorite thing about this bronzer is you can really even that out. So you can have that brightness under the eye, and then this gorgeous bronze shade is just the perfect color. I think you've really captured those colors perfectly, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this bronzer.
The nice thing about this is that it's really buildable, so you can gradually build up a really strong tan if you'd like to. So and I like what Charlotte does. I like to dot it across my nose because it gives that natural sun-kissed effect.
Yeah, I do that. I've always done that a lot on Giselle Bundchen, the supermodel, and on like anyone that I've always did beachy kind of shoots with, like Kate Moss, and you know, different kind of any time I've been anyway, Jennifer Aniston, you know, I like to do it. I always take the bronzer and just do that thing of across where the sun would naturally hit you on the top of the cheekbones, and never go. You can suck in the cheekbones, but I like to go high, nestle it here, not too low. Keep this part nice and light.
Yeah.
So you nestle it in there, and then you can go where the sun would naturally hit you onto the cheekbone, and you can do it across your chest, décolletage, and again over your forehead, like Sofia did. Now, next we're going to do our beauty light wands. Oh my gosh, look here. Look at this gorgeous. This is dreamy glow kit. This is incredible.
That's gonna sell out in an hour. That's gonna be
kind of, I think there's a few left around the world, but go, darlings, because I think yes, it is selling out. Some places, so please, that's gorgeous. Look at that in the stocking. Now, this is amazing. This has gone viral on TikTok and viral around the world, and everyone loves it. And we've had, you know, massive supply chain issues because it's so incredible, and you know, just it sells out all the time. So everyone loves it. You know, from Madison Beer to kind of, you know, Bella had all the Hadids, the kind of, I mean, it's just everyone. It's just like, you know, I just don't go on a red carpet. I just want to leave the house without it. Now, so we put this on. This is the Beauty Light one. I'm going to put this on top of the cheekbones. Look at what that does. The light. It's a light thief. I am a light thief. I'm always obsessed with, you know, makeup is more shade and light. So by putting that on there, that just gives you this smooth satin skin, and you can just, and it will just smooth away. I've got some fine lines around my eyes, and it just smooths them away, and it gives me a kind of facelift, because it brings out it gives me a sort of fabulous killer cheekbone, but just lifting, but the smoothing and that kind of light, that capturing, that beauty light. You know, think of like on the high points of your face, and that gives you that instant lift and glow. This is like a one of a kind formula. By the way, there is nothing like Beauty Light wands on the market like this, because there's a special ingredient we have, and we have the world supply of it, which I do know with my labs, and it creates, what I love about it is it creates this smoothness. So if I have any fine lines, it actually miraculously blurs and smooths them away, and it doesn't sit in my lines or pores. It gives me this permanent glow, and when I move, it plays with the light in the most incredible way. So here I am without it, and here I am with it, and it just, look at here, I'm going to put it on here. Sofia,
Charlotte, that looks beautiful. What color are you using?
I am using Spotlight. Which one are you using?
I'm using Pillow Talk. What are you using, Sophia?
I'm using Spotlight as well. But this is the one product that I have to use on every red carpet. And like
everyone, no, there's no red carpet.
no, exactly. It's the one
This is
product that
incredible in real life,
Yeah.
HDTV, this beauty light wand. I mean, it is permanently kind of, you know, it sort of comes in and comes out of stock, but if you get it, it will change your life. It just,
It's like
can you
you
see what it
said,
does to my cheekbone, the lifting? Can you see that, darlings?
the way
Can
it
you see what
catches
that's
the
done?
light. It's the way the light catches it. It just
Ugh.
makes your skin look like ethereal, like you've just gone for a like the best facial of your entire life. Like it's a game changer product. I mean, I understand why that sells out and why it's
I use it. Well, another great trick that I do, I use this in the corners. I use this a lot on Amal Clooney on a lot of the red carpets that she's just done with George and all his amazing films.
Yeah.
I use Ticket to Paradise. We just use that in the inner corner and it just opens up the eyes. I use it here a little bit as well. But what that does to my skin is just amazing. My Hollywood Beauty Light, there's a reason it's called Hollywood Beauty Light Wands, is I just always thought, Ben, about those diva lights, those lights that kind of would, when I put them on the face, they were just amazing, the way that they would play with the light, make you look lit from within, candlelit, dreamy satin skin, and make your cheekbones lifted, this Beauty Light Wand. So I just, you know, I created this and it's just gone viral around the world. Again, like this airbrush pad, I mean, like so many of my amazing products, I have to say, I love my chemists, I love my R&D team. We dream up these magical things. Sometimes it takes us 20 years to get there, but we do. So, darlings, I want to show you another thing that is literally kind of actually sort of beginning to go quite viral. I think it's selling like hotcakes. We only put it out, I think, literally just now, which is my amazing, look at that, darling. It's my Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palette. This is incredible. Again, I just used this on Amal on the red carpet. So today I am recreating Lily James's look from the campaign. Just reminding everyone, Sophia, you're doing Kate Moss's look, which is the look behind you. I'm doing Lily's look, which is actually here behind me, maybe you can see behind me. You're doing Jourdan's look. So this is amazing. What did I do when I do this? So I actually, do you want to show everyone, darlings, their face, where you're using this and how you're using it, Sophia?
With blush, I always like to put it on the apples of the cheeks, but not too low, because then again, it's going to kind of drag your face down. So I feel like it's all about, again, lifting your face. So what I like to do with this is I actually, for Kate, what I did here was I mixed these two shades together, and then I just apply it just on the top of the apple of my cheek, and then kind of blend upwards again onto the sides, like so, like that. But it just creates this gorgeous kind of soft petal pink tone to your cheeks. And I love this palette, and I also love the fact that these blushes are matte. I feel like matte blushes are really on trend at the moment. Also, they kind of create this really kind of flawless effect on the skin.
I like to put blusher high up on the cheek there because it gives you a little lift. And I'm going to show you that then I like to go across like this and use that, because then I smooth that over and it gives me that amazing glow. It really gives you that beautifying, look at that glow that it gives you.
Charlotte, I love the glow pearls, and this is really like a palette like no other. I love that it gives you that glass skin, but it also gives you that gorgeous blush. And something that I love that you do is you just swish it round. I'm using the medium deep palette. And so you can, like Sophia said, get that gorgeous matte blush, but look at this glass pearlescent skin. It just sits so beautifully. And again, it doesn't look like powder. It just looks like that beautiful glow has just been captured within a blush.
This palette, the colors, the glow, the pearl texture, it's the way that my chemists and my labs worked with me to come up with the way this beautifying sheen to the skin and the colors, because you know I'm obviously, my father's being a painter, and my obsession with color and color harmonies in how we can make you feel and look like the most beautiful version of yourself. Because for me it's all about looking, you know, as much as I, you know, when I was a makeup artist, I loved to just make women look like the most beautiful versions of themselves. And you know, beautiful before, beautiful after, darling. We love makeup because it's a really empowering and confidence building and just fantastic. You know, if you're feeling tired, you don't have to look tired, you don't have to feel tired, just pop on a little bit of Ready Conceal Beautifying palette and bring back the glow to your face. So I think it's amazing, you know, or whatever, again, makes you look and feel great. Now, okay, brows are the pillars of the face. And I always got a fringe. I know, Sophia, you can talk about brows as well. So I just want to show you the power of the brow. And it's sort of easy. I've got a whole system. It's as easy as fill, feather, fix. It's a 3-step system for like full feather brows. There's a brow cheat. And I've got my brow, this is my legendary brows. I've got my brow cheat, and I'm going to show you fill, feather, fix, how to fix them in place. So this, again, is really incredible. Sophia, do you want to go and show everyone? Let's do one brow and show everyone how amazing the power of the brow is.
So again, it's all about lifting the face. There's a whole technique when I do brows, and I pretty much do the same technique on everyone. So firstly, I'm using the Brow Cheat pencil. I love this pencil. It's a micro precision pencil. So it really allows you to kind of draw on those like hair-like strokes. So what I like to do is kind of just fill in the front, because usually most brows are slightly gappy towards the front. And then what I never bring the brow product at the bottom of the brow. I always kind of go from the top. And that's going to give your brow a bit more of a kind of a brow lift, let's say. And when I did Bella Hadid's brows the other week, she actually bleaches her brows. So I've got to completely paint them back in. So what I like to use, I use this pencil. So I do the hair-like strokes with this pencil, and I kind of fill them in. And then to kind of take away those bleached hairs, I go in with, which I know we'll talk about, with your legendary brows, which is just the most amazing product ever. So basically, I just kind of cheat the top of my brow, cheat the arch, go upwards. And then what I like to do, instead, a lot of people tend to like to follow their hairs where they naturally go down.
Exactly.
I cheat that. And you kind of go, you don't follow them, you go above them and kind of draw it out to the side. And that's just going to elongate your eyes and completely change the shape of your eyes, face, and just give yourself a bit of like a facelift, brow lift effect.
Okay, so now, gorgeous. I'm just showing everyone, I've used my brow cheat, talked about it, and I've just filled that in. Can everyone see that there?
Wow.
Oh my God. I like a brow, and I've taken that actually and filled that in from the bottom. I like to go, because I like to thicken my brow. And so again, a way of doing it, you just sort of take that and measure that next to your nose. There we go, like that. And then you go directly across your iris, and that's where your arch should be. You create a dot here and a dot here, and then a dot of where your eye ends. That's where your eyebrow should end. So you kind of know that's where my eyebrow should begin. So this is a bit what, like, I'm bringing my eyebrow in closer to my nose. So there, where it should start, right across, directly across my iris, and then like measure it just right to the side of the eye. And that's when I know. And the difference, a power of a brow is, can you see what that's done? That's really kind of framed my face and given much more depth to my eyes. And so because I've got quite thin, fair brows. And then I'm going to take my legendary brows, because again, this makes it look very like natural hairs. I mean, I have to say, a lot of my friends who plucked all their brows out, or they kind of like, they're yoga teachers, or they just don't want to wear much, but their brows are faded, or they don't have much brow, and they kind of know that it really frames the face and gives that kind of strength to the eye. They will take this, they love this, and because in 2 seconds you just put it through, and it's got a tint. Legendary brows, it just gives you that amazing structure really super quick. So you can just use that on its own if you want to. But then we like to fix our brows. This is literally keeps them up and gives just that feathered effect, and they stay in place all day, this gel. But the difference that makes to me is huge.
I love the precision tip, Charlotte, on this brow cheat. I think for anyone who is worried about doing their brows, I mean, I've just started this brow, but I feel like this has given me a facelift. And without finishing that brow, you can just see it's almost really pulling my brow bone down. So I think for anyone that just wants a facelift and wants to frame their eyes and they've never really tried brow products, I would definitely start off with Brow Cheats, because that precision point and this wonderful spoolie at the end honestly just combs every single brow and really will give you that tiny detail without looking like you've overdone it. So I just love this product.
It's like brows is the one thing we all really spend a little time on. You just want to get it perfect. Okay, here I've got mine on. And I've just used the Brow Cheat and the Legendary brows. I'm quite simple. I do the 2-step, but then occasionally I will go in with the Legendary brows. I feel like I use Legendary brows on a lot of people that have really fair brows, which they want their brows to look more like filled in and slightly more bushier, or like Charlotte said, when they've overplucked their brows and they want some of the hairs that they've still got left to stand out a bit more. But this a lot of people I know just use this on its own if you're just in a rush.
But I still, even though I've got a fringe, I like to have a powerful brow because it just frames the face, lifts the face. But brows are so important. We talk about the power of the brow. They lift, they add depth, dimension, strength. They are so important. They can lift your entire face. They can widen. They can add structure to your eyes. They are, the facial architecture of the brow is huge. Pop shots, right?
Yes.
We're going to reveal all the secrets to those campaigns. I know the Kate Moss color, I think, is sold out. Sophia, you're doing that. It's amazing. I am doing the amazing Lily James color, which again, on Lily, we mixed. I love this Lover's Diamond. I actually wear this every time I go out. I just love, look at that. Can we just talk about this packaging? Kate Moss texted me just saying it's her favorite packaging ever. And it is. It's the coolest packaging. Can you see that? All these little diamantes on it. That vintage. I'm so proud of the fact that we actually were able to do this, because it's very difficult to get things like this made now, and we really found an engineering way to create this beautiful vintage packaging of a kind of bygone era. So now, and this formula, they're multi-dimensional eyeshadows. I'm obsessed with the dynamic color shifting, the kaleidoscopic kind of shift, but they are easy to wear, diamond inspired. They're inspired by diamonds, all different colors and dimensions of jewels. And they're totally hypnotizing because the way that they shift the light around the eyes. And there's 7 glowing shades. We've got 7 shades. I mean, they're just the most incredible packaging. Look at them. Look. There are 7 shades. And we've got kind of, we've got Lover's Diamond, Sunlit Diamonds. We've got Smoky Quartz, Cosmic Rocks. We've got the Emerald Eyes. We've got amazing, amazing colors. What's so great about this is literally you can just apply, look at this, my darlings, with a fingertip or a blender brush, and layer together for a dialed up hypnotic party look. So Kate is wearing Cosmic Rocks now in the campaign. Sophia, do you want to talk about that and how easy it was to just swipe it on, boom, in the handbag, tiny in the clutch bag? It makes a huge difference. Now it's
honestly, what I love about them is that they're so easy. And I feel like a lot of people tend to get really scared of a blue smoky eye. People feel like they need to use loads of different shades to create that eye. Whereas with this, I literally just used my finger on Kate with a blender brush, like Charlotte said, but it literally took me like a couple minutes per eye. But as I'm doing it on myself, obviously it's a lot quicker doing it on yourself. I used 2 different shades on Kate Moss. So I used the Hypnotizing Pop Shot in Smoky Quartz, which I'm using now. And I could do a whole eye with my finger. So I've literally just used my finger here and I've just tapped it on top. And then on top, so I kind of did a base with this. And what I like about this shade, it's kind of like a minky gray shade. I love it on its own. So this is it on its own. It's Smoky Quartz, and what's nice about it is that it does this kind of natural kind of contouring to the eye, because I feel like the base underneath it has this kind of taupey shade. Kate's favorite shades are all these taupey shades. So what I did is I used Smoky Quartz as a base, tap it on with your finger, smoke it out, give your eye a bit of dimension, and then on top, to really make the eyes pop, I used Cosmic Rocks, which is the shade that is selling out. And this honestly, the effect that this shade has, it's kind of like this peacock shade. I remember, Charlotte, when you were looking at all the colors and you were obsessed with how
Creating it, yeah.
you were like, I need a peacock shade. I want a peacock shade. I need a peacock shade.
But it's so hard because it's all about the texture and the way that it captures the light. And this is kaleidoscopic. And that's why this formula, when we got it right, we were like, oh my God, I was like, peacock feathers. I want this on an eye. And because it captures, it's like a shot piece of silk where it kind of captures two different types of lights and colors as they move, like peacock feathers. And so this is the one on me, and look how easy this is. I mean, I just swipe that on, no technique, right? Just with a finger, and the way that makes my eyes pop and makes them look so much greener. It's so pretty. Again,
I mean, look how quick this is. I've literally
swipe and go.
I've just done a whole blue smoky eye with my fingers
in 5 seconds.
Yeah, in literally 5 seconds. It's just so quick and easy. And honestly, no one should be scared of this product because it goes on really easily, and it blends really easily. There's no patchiness. It literally doesn't drop, which is just such a big thing, because when you've spent this amount of time on your foundation, your concealer, your powder, you do not shadow to drop on top of that. So what I love is that this doesn't drop. It's really, really soft and smooth on the eyes. It's a really emollient at the same time. And like Charlotte said, it's like this silk fabric. This, especially with this shade, Cosmic Rocks, it does kind of change in the light like a peacock. So it kind of goes from like a blue to a green to a purple, depending on the light. But I've just used this on top, and I've literally just created a smoky blue eye in 15 seconds. It's that easy.
Talking about interchanging colours and kaleidoscopic wonderfulness, Charlotte, this eyeliner has to be my favourite eye product I've ever seen. This kaleidoscope eyeliner. Look at the different colours. It goes from gold to pink, and I'm recreating this incredible Jourdan Dunn look, and you can just see it's so easy to use. Let me show you. This eyeliner has a sponge tip, and you can see it's got a beautiful precision point. So it's so easy to just glide over. I've used Pillow Talk Dreams palette, which is my favorite eye palette. So it sits really beautifully on any of Charlotte's eye palettes, and very quickly you can accessorize your eye makeup and give yourself a show-stopping eyeliner.
It's amazing. I love. So my Pillow Talk Crystal Dimension eyeliner is amazing. I like to use this. It's like, it's got like the colors of the rainbow. It can be pinky, it can be greeny, it can be gold, it's just amazing. And then you just use this along the top of my lash line. I'll use it a little bit above, and it just, can you see that? What's that done? What that's done?
Wow.
Just open it up. It's so amazing, and it makes my eyes look even greener. And then I put a little pop here in the inner corner, and it's so great what that does. It just opens it up and makes my eyes look even greener. And it's like a little party trick. Everyone's like, what do you have on your eyes? Because it's just smooth, but you still need like a thin line, so it doesn't have to look, you don't have to, like Con's wearing it in a much more extravagant way, which is gorgeous in the way that Jourdan wore it. But actually, I use it a lot on celebrity clients, just like one little swoop in the way it plays with the light, and it makes your eyes bigger and brighter. It also makes, if you have green eyes or blue eyes, it just like, and even on brown eyes, I just love what it does. It's that crystal dimension eyeliner. It's a new, like, incredible formula.
I'm just going to do one eye so you can just see the difference between the two and what it does to the eye and how much bigger. I've also done just a bit of a flick with it like I did with Kate.
Yeah. Are you using the Pillow Talk eyeliner?
No, because on Kate, I didn't use the Pillow Talk eyeliner. I used your black liner and then the two.
Oh, great, Sophia. Show everyone how to do that.
My eyes. So what I did with Kate is like I said, I used the smoky quartz as a base to kind of create that dimension around the eye. It's got an undertone of this taupey shade, so it creates that really beautiful kind of smoky blended out eye. On top, to pop it, I used the Cosmic Rock, which is just the most beautiful blue peacock shade. And it's not too blue either. It's just the perfect blue shade. And then to kind of elongate my eyes and bring the whole look together and give myself that kind of cat feline look that Kate has, I used the black powder pencil, so the classic black it's called, and I went inside my eye like so, and then created this flick. And the way I create a flick is I always do a really, really thin line across the eye. I don't like it to be too thick. I don't want it to overtake the shadow. I want the shadow to pop. And then the way I create a feline flick is I just draw a little dot at the end of where I want it to end. And I kind of draw it into this kind of triangular shape. And what I like about this pencil is that it's really soft, so it's not too graphic. I kind of want it to blend in with the shadow.
Yeah, a little bit smudgy, which is great, but it still
smudgy,
holds.
a bit more.
But it doesn't move around.
Exactly.
I am going to show everyone, I am using my Pillow Talk eyeliner. For those of you that don't know, this is amazing. People are obsessed with this. There's a color that doesn't exist on the market. It is the most incredible color. It really makes, you know, I'm all about making my eyes greener than they actually are, or kind of making them pop. I'm using this in the inner corner of the, so I'm using the outer corner. I also like to go right in the waterline underneath here. I always like to do that on both sides of the eye. And then I like to drag this like in that inner corner down, because it makes my eyes wider and more almond shape. And so again, look straight in the mirror, create a dot, and then lift that to the outer dot. That sort of creates that feline flick. And that's really incredible. Like what this does to the eye, it just makes them look so much greener, because it's sort of deep bitter chocolate, but with a kind of a sort of aubergine, but with a little redness. And what it does is this combination makes the eyes look a lot whiter than they are, therefore making every single eye color pop. It is like, it's like a real red carpet trick that I do for all my clients, that everyone goes, wow, your eyes just look so white. It's this amazing Pillow Talk eyeliner, and it does it to blue eyes, brown eyes, hazel eyes. It's just one of my top tricks, guys. You've got to get Pillow Talk eyeliner. So now we are going, as we're finishing off the eyes, we're going to show you our next step, which is now what I forgot to show you with the bronzer, but I just want to kind of put in, is a great trick that we always do is the nose, right? So I always do this on every celebrity, always. I've just done a little bit on myself. So is to take this down the side of the nose, go underneath the nose, go up again down the other side, and then take a little bit of this and put it across the nose just here, because that just gives you a little nose lift. Because as you get older, your nose continues growing, your ears continue growing, your chin. But this is a great way to just give you a little lift. And then we talked about the beautifying palette, which I'm obsessed with, and I like to take a little bit of this. And again, high up on the nose, we just do that little dot there, and that would just give me a little lift, nose lift.
I've basically just used the smoky quartz on this eye, so you can see I actually mixed both shades on Kate, but here you can see I've just used smoky quartz on this eye, and I just love the way this looks.
Yeah, smoky quartz is amazing.
It's one of my favorite shades. I feel like you do not have a shade like this in the range. It's kind of got this minky, taupey shade. It's really beautiful. I'd honestly wear it every day and every evening, and you can pair it with liner. I think it's one of my favorite shades of the whole collection. I love it. But
it's amazing. It's so amazing. Now it is incredible, and that I have to say, I'm using that on Victoria Beckham. I've used it on her. It's incredible. It's just like that shade. I'm filming with her next week, and I'm going to use that on her, and it is just like I was thinking about some of the colors that I've mixed over the years, and like that is one of the ones that I like, Sofia Vergara, you know, which is, it's just such a great one. I used that one on Amal the other week as well. That is such an amazing color. It's so incredible. The other one that I used on her was, again, I'm using Lover's Diamond, which we talked about. Lover's Diamond, right? Lover's Diamond. This is the color I used on Lily James. This color here, Lover's Diamond, that's the color I used on myself. So I was putting that on. Great. Right, so we are going to the next thing that we are doing, which is mascara, which I did cheat and start with a little bit of mascara. It is like a push-up bra for the lashes, and it really has this stretch, vertical lift effect, and it just is the most black vinyl I think I've ever seen in any mascara ever. It is the deepest concentration of black, which then is so incredible. And the vinyl texture, I have to say, I have not seen this in any mascara ever. Can't talk about it.
I love this mascara. Look at the tip of it. My favorite tip is I like to do my bottom lashes using just the tip of it. And I pull all of those lashes down, and look at the volume it really gives you on your bottom lashes. And I think a lot of mascaras just don't do that. Nestle it right into the root and get right in there. And you can really see my lashes are naturally quite straight. They're very fine. You can't see them.
What you always talk
pigment
about
is so black.
Exactly. You always say that for you, nothing is ever that black. So many of my friends are like, literally with deeper skin tones, they're like, nothing works like that.
Nothing is this black. And I think this is what I love about this mascara. The brush is just, you know, insane. And like you said, it really does push every lash up. It's like a lash color in a wand, but you just can't get better than this black pigment, which I just think gives you a lot of intensity. Now, in my look today, I haven't even used the black eyeliner, and you can see the mascara has just really, really framed my eyes.
It's amazing. Honestly, everyone needs a Pillow Talk lash. It is incredible. And again, it gives you an incredible vertical lift, and you can paint each individual lash. Now, we're moving on because I have been dying to put on my lip, because if I don't have any lipstick, I look washed out. I don't have a lot of pigment in my lips. So it's crucial for me to have the Pillow Talk lip liner, and Pillow Talk lip liner is amazing. Again, it is the #1 selling lip liner in the world. And it is that because I did a whole study. Again, you know what I'm like, I've been a makeup artist for 30 years. I do huge studies and product development. Every time I launch a product, I have the best labs in the world, the best scientists. And I really believe in kind of, you know, innovation. And for me, I could never find a lip liner that would mimic the color of lips. And so because I didn't have much pigment in my lips, for me, creating this lip liner, and then I wanted one that didn't sit in my lines, didn't budge, didn't move, kept the lipstick in place. This is just, and it's phenomenal around the world. So if you don't have Pillow Talk lip liner in your life, then now with this, I'm going to show you half a lip done and half not. So I'm just going to, when you line your lips, so important to use a lip liner that matches your lipstick. Again, Pillow Talk lipstick and Pillow Talk lip liner, they go together. So when you use the lipstick, take it and go above slightly on the outer edge, and always like, there we go. And then go here. I'm going to always, as I like my lips to look a little bit bigger, take that in the center, go a little bit lower, and take that up into the corner. But don't take it down in the outer corners. Make sure you go up and then a little bit lower here. Here you can cheat a bit higher. And here you can go slightly above your lip line. I sometimes see people when they put on lipstick, they go inside the lip liner. No, go always on the outer edge. And depending how big your lips are, look at the difference.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow, Charlotte, your lips look incredible. I feel like it's just given them, I love the way that you've done that Cupid's bow. I just think it gives you such a lovely rosebud lift, doesn't it? It's the perfect
really
color.
Does.
Pillow Talk.
It really does. Pillow Talk is that. It's the rosebud lift. It's amazing. And it just, this color suits everyone. And, you know, I was obsessed with, once, you know, I created Pillow Talk, then everyone wanted it. I was like, I want that shade. So then I made sure, because for me, it's very important that I was like, the world needs Pillow Talk. So then I did Pillow Talk medium, Pillow Talk deep. And so we're all wearing a different, are you wearing the Pillow Talk medium, Con?
I'm going to put that on right now.
And so this is amazing.
I would love to show you Pillow Talk Intense, actually.
Yeah, you do.
I have both here, but let me show you.
Doing medium.
Pillow Talk Intense.
Can everyone see the difference? With.
Do the same thing.
There we go. Pillow Talk will change your life.
Sophia, what color are you using?
I'm using shade Pillow Talk.
And then just to show you, this is the Pillow Talk lipstick. It's a Matte Revolution lipstick. And you put that in here and look at that, just the difference. It kind of brings alive your whole lips and your face and everything for me, because I don't have much color in my lips. So again, and a lot of people have a little bit of, they lose pigment around the edges of their lips. So you can find, you always kind of like go to the edges of your lip, and these colors are very natural. They're like as nature naturally blessed you with. And I did Pillow Talk Medium, Pillow Talk Original, Pillow Talk Intense. So again, these are my amazing little lip kits that I'm going to show you that you can give to everyone for Christmas and for holidays, the holiday season. Okay, so you give it all of these for the holiday season. And there's an amazing one here. This is, I think this is a gorgeous exclusive, but look at that, darling. There's collagen lip bath, Pillow Talk. There's the Pillow Talk lip liner. There's Pillow Talk mini lipstick, Pillow Talk. I mean, this is Happy Kiss. It's amazing. That, oh my God, the moisturization, the hyaluronic Happy Kiss is incredible. And the collagen lip bath, all in there. Look at that's divine. If you gave me that's a stocking thriller. And then these, I mean, look at this is gorgeous present. This is like Pillow Talk. And I have to say, everyone looks fabulous in Pillow Talk. So it looks great on everyone, no matter whether you're 80 years old, 108, you know, literally 18, 60. I mean, it just, people are obsessed with it because it's just so pretty. It's what nature naturally blessed you with. It's just, I've stolen a little bit of it. Now, you can see the difference, and I'm just going to fill it in on the other side. So fantastic. Sofia, do you want to talk about?
Yeah, so I have just got on the Pillow Talk medium lip liner, and I've just kind of, like Charlotte has, I've cheated my Cupid's bow of my lips. And this shade, I love Pillow Talk Original, but I'm obsessed with Pillow Talk medium. When doing Kate's makeup, I always kind of tend to go between Iconic Nude, Pillow Talk, and Pillow Talk Medium. But Kate in this campaign was wearing Pillow Talk Medium, and it's the one shade I use on Salma Hayek. I've used it on Phoebe Dynevor. I use it on everyone, and I feel like if you love Pillow Talk, and I've introduced so many of my girlfriends now to Pillow Talk Medium, and now they were like, I'm only going to ever use Pillow Talk. And now they've all tried Pillow Talk Medium. It's just the most gorgeous kind of rose buddy shade. It mimics the natural tones of your own lips. So I've used that. And then on top, I like to go in with your Tinted Love. I do this on everyone. I go in with a Tinted Love lip stain. I use Blush Rose on Kate. And the reason why I like to do this is because it just kind of holds your lipstick in place for longer. So if you're eating or drinking, I always like to use one of Charlotte's stains underneath lipstick, just because it lasts for ages and you can eat and drink
all night.
It's just going to last all night. So I always use a tint underneath my lipstick.
And I always like to use a collagen lip bath. And this is what was on when I did Lily's makeup for our holiday campaign. And we've done Lily's makeup so many times on so many red carpets. And just that, this is a collagen lip bath, and this is the Plump Effect lip gloss for fuller, wider collagen lips. It's amazing. Look, can you see what that does? And it just is so, for me, it's so amazing because it kind of, I've got sort of slight fine lines in my lips, and it kind of, and they're a bit dry. I'm always a bit dry. And this just plumps and smooths them out. The collagen effect is huge. It bathes your lips in collagen. It just is. And can you just see the difference? That is so, the difference. Look, without, with.
Looks amazing. I've used your new Rosy Seduction lipstick, Charlotte, in the kissing formula, and I am obsessed with this lipstick. I just think it's such a beautiful rosebud, again, lip, and I've teamed it with Charlotte's Pillow Talk Intense Liner. I think when you have a deeper skin tone, if you want to make your lips look a lot bigger, I've got tiny lips, then I love using that Pillow Talk Intense lip liner just to really feel that Cupid's bow, to frame that lip. And like Charlotte, I've also used the collagen bath, and I think it's the most glossiest, shiniest lip gloss on the market. It feels great. It feels like skincare for your lips, and I just love that it smooths out every single fine line in your lips.
There's no texture like it. And like you were saying, it's a mixture between the skincare, the collagen lip bath, when we created it, it is the collagen inside it. It's the way it's fused together. It has a completely different effect. It is so like spa-like and fresh, but so plumping and so smoothing. Honestly, I don't know a lip gloss that does exactly this. It's amazing. It really is a bath of collagen for your lips, and the effect is incredible.
I'm using, on top of the lip stain, I'm using the new lipstick, which is Nude Talk. And I think this shade is just the perfect nude. It's not too white. It's kind of got this kind of peachy warmth going through it. So it's going to suit a lot of different skin tones. And I've just put that on top. I'm going to swatch it here for you guys.
Okay, great. And that's amazing. You're going to swatch it here?
Yeah, I've swatched it here. And I just placed this on top. But I feel like this is such a Kate Moss shade. Like, this is her perfect nude shade.
I always like to look at my makeup at the end and see if I've got enough blush on. And
Charlotte, I did the same. I put more blush on because I just love this palette so much. I had to get more blush on.
A little trick I like to do with the Pillow Talk Beautifying Face palette is I've just gone in with the highlighter and I've just placed a little bit at the tip of my nose.
Yeah, I did that on my nose.
In between my brows here. I've just used a little bit just in the inner corners of my eyes, just to really brighten them up and make them look even bigger. And then I've also used it just underneath my brow bone. But those are like my last little touch-ups I like to do once the whole look is on.
And then, last but not least, is the Airbrush Setting Spray, Party All Night, Stay All Day. This will keep your makeup in place all day. It's gone viral, literally around the world. On TikTok, there are women that have been taking baths in it, coming out with their makeup perfectly in place. People can't believe it. Going in the rain. Airbrush setting spray. When we talked about airbrush skin, it gives you a glow. It locks in your makeup because it's pore blurring, it's smoothing. It gives you that airbrush effect. It has aloe vera in it, which is again it's very calming for the skin. There's honestly, there is no setting spray on the market like this one, because not only does it keep your makeup in place all day and all night, so you can party, you can sweat, you can rain, you go in the rain, you go in the bath. It will give you that gorgeous glow. And it is nourishing your skin because, again, it's hydrating Japanese green tea, aromatic resin to keep pores clean. And when we did all the clinical trials on it, because we did clinical trials on everything, which is very rare for brands, because a lot of brands do not do clinical trials. They are not, you just use your trials there, clinical trials done with Visia cams on the skin, and very in depth to see what the effects of skin and the skincare does, the penetration on your skin. It 99% agree it's a weightless veil, and we agree that that weightless veil sets your makeup. So it fixes, it sets, and it glows. And you can also apply it after skincare, in the middle of your makeup. Sometimes it can, to fix kind of mistakes, and after the makeup, to lock in the makeup. So people sometimes put it on beforehand because it gives you a glow. It's why it's kind of also gone viral. But let's just talk about this. Is amazing. I mean, I always love to shake this, and the scent.
I used that the other day. I did a shoot with Salma where she had to go and dunk her whole face in the bath.
Salma Hayek.
I was like, Salma Hayek, and I was like, oh my God, we've got 20 more minutes to shoot. All your makeup's gonna come off. And she came and dunked her head in, and her whole makeup stayed on perfectly.
Wow.
It's amazing. The tests that we did on this, and that's why we're like, literally, it's a challenge. Like, go in the bath, go in the rain. I mean, that's what went viral on TikTok. So it is amazing. There is nothing like it, and the glow that it gives you, not only locking your makeup. So I was, shake it, keep it away from your face. And the scent is so calming. White tea of barley is just,
Charlotte, while you're spraying that, we cannot not talk about your gifting. This airbrush
setting spray.
Airbrush setting spray is also in these fabulous gift sets. And you have to talk to us about this. This is my favorite.
There's that airbrush setting spray. Look at that, my darlings. Gorgeous. 2 sets. These 2 smaller bottles, which are heaven for your handbag. And you can have 2 of these. Look at that. It's divine. 2 sets of that, and look at how pretty that is with the wings, because it just airbrushes your skin. So that is gorgeous, lovely stocking thriller. And again, you can have the amazing airbrush setting spray with the airbrush powder. So we talk about the airbrush bronzer, you can just have airbrush skin. It is amazing. So now there's also, exactly, we've also got it like this, which is the airbrush setting spray with the brightening powder. It is incredible. And now, darling, there are so many things. The mini lipsticks. I mean, Kim Kardashian's obsessed with these. These are kind of my mini lipsticks. There's one in kind of Walk of No Shame, which is amazing, which is a complete sellout viral lipstick. Pillow Talk, of course. All these mini lipsticks, you can put them in your clutch, in your jean pocket. I mean, I have to say, so many friends of mine call me up for these. These are just incredible. Again, another treat. You know that you could got your skin recovery sets that you can get today with your 15 ml for free magic cream. The thing that I must show you, darlings, oh my gosh, magic cream is magic skin. We all know that if you want your makeup or you just want to look smooth, plumped and hydrated, like no other moisturizer, when people say, have you got magic skin, that magic glow, magic cream is magic skin. Now, this holiday season, I love this. Look, can you see that, my darlings? Can you see that? That there is the magic cream. It says Magic Charlotte. So I send this to so many of my celebrity friends. I always said to Elton John, Magic Elton, Magic David, Magic, you know, to so many kind of like Magic Kate, Magic Lily, Magic, I just, you know, Magic Selma, Magic Amal, Magic everyone. So it's just so lovely, you know, and to a lot of my designer friends too. It's just that the fact that, you know, we are all magical, and it's so lovely to kind of send that to them. You can engrave it on charlottetilbury.com. You can engrave this, a personalization in this gorgeous gifting box with this beautiful bow, and pop that under the tree. A little bit of magic skin for everyone. Magic cream is magic skin. So there's that. Now, there's also on charlottetilbury.com. Now, this is so fabulous. I am an Aquarius, and Sofia and Com, you are both Gemini. And you can send this to everyone. This is amazing. This is so you go to charlottetilbury.com no matter when their birthday is, and you send them a birthday treat. And this is a birthday treat, and it has your amazing sleeve, so you can have a beautiful box of whatever you want to fill it with on charlottetilbury.com, and we will give them, they'll arrive, that personalization, that thought. And we all know that I'm obsessed with star signs, and I'm obsessed with the kind of, you know, the magical universe. And it's just so nice that you're thinking of someone on their birthday and thinking about them. I mean, what a divine box to get. So again, you know, and I love it. I literally even sent one to my husband, even when it's his birthday, Pisces. He's a Pisces, and just that, you know, that because he loves magic cream, and I give magic cream obviously to all the men in my life. Or, you know, I have to say, so many people even write into me about magic cream for their children because they had like a breakout, or they had something sore, and they put it on the space because it's very calming. A lot of people with rosacea, a lot of people with acne, a lot of skin problems, it was built that way. It was created. It is a cream that literally immediately gives you that immediate turnaround. It gives, you know, so whether you've got kind of younger, you know, irritation, rosacea, acne, anything, you're kind of just an immediate kind of parched, exhausted, hydrated skin. Magic cream is magic skin.
I feel like a lot of my friends, the one thing they don't invest in is brushes. They all kind of have 2 brushes, probably a blusher brush and an eye brush, but brushes are so essential when creating your makeup looks. And what I love, Charlotte, is that every year you create these mini brush sets, and they come in the most beautiful velvet packaging. And this year, I think last year you did a pink and red one, and this year you've done a purple one. And I feel like this is just such a chic, sophisticated, cute little pouch for your brushes, and you can kind of use it for different things if you'd like to. I personally like to keep it in a pouch because it stops my handbag from getting any makeup on it.
I'm obsessed with this because I just use this in my clutch. It is so fun. Look at this gorgeous velvet, that gorgeous, beautiful, delicious,
so chic,
purple, rich. Look at that. And then I've got my amazing magic foundation brush. I've got my fabulous blusher brush. I've got my smudger brush. It is amazing. And my blender brush, all my brushes. And then it's just so sleek and slim. You can fit that in your clutch bag, fit that in your bag. It takes up no space. And it's just the velvet is so beautiful and so chic. It's wonderful.
It's all your essentials as well. It's all the brushes you really
deep need. Kind of royal velvet, sort of that royal purple. It's so beautiful.
I love it.
And let's not forget the amazing, if you can get them while you can, darlings, is the fabulous advent calendar. I have all my friends asking me for these. I mean, you know, literally old, young. Look at these stars, darling. Look at these gorgeous
So beautiful.
stars and moons.
I have friends' boyfriends messaging me for it.
I know. Well, they sell out because we had 100,000 people on the waiting list before they even came out. I mean, they're so gorgeous. And this is just for all the stars in your life. Look at that.
Love.
Just so beautiful. And then people use them as collector items afterwards to store their jewelry and all their trinkets. And just, I have to say, young and old, everyone goes absolutely obsessed with them. They're never in for very long. So, darlings, if you manage to get a little bit of a gorgeous advent calendar of trinkets, treats, and treasures this season, run, darlings. So what other things you can also, when you get these fabulous boxes, you can send a personalized message on this beautiful card that will come inside it. And, you know, for my husband, I'll be like, darling, I love you, happy birthday, you know, whatever it is that you want to say. Could be sending you love, magic, and light, you know, for whatever, you know, wish that you want to send to somebody, a personal message. You can just pop on there and send them a little message inside it, so you can personalize a message. So I always say, don't send flowers, send magic cream, send a little magic box and a little magic gift. And we can, you know, which is great. We've got gift magic, gift joy, gift kindness. Look at that gorgeous starry box. I know, Com, you love this.
I love this. And I think the beauty about gifting is when you can gift something that you just know is going to sell out in seconds, that you know someone's put thought into it and it's personalized. I just think you're really just going to make somebody's year, aren't you, with those?
So have the thought. It's being thoughtful. And it's so lovely. So that, again, it's so great. All of these beautiful gifts that they are. I mean, this is my favorite time of year because I just love treats and I just love gifts. I love all of these wonderful things. I'm just going to pile them all up. And I just love looking at all my treats under the tree. And I love stockings. And so we've got Charlotte Tilbury stockings. Oh my gosh. And then I send those out to a lot of my friends and they're always like, where's the Charlotte Tilbury stocking? Or my kind of, you know, so many of my clients and so many of my friends that just love a Charlotte Tilbury stocking because it's so great. And trinkets, treats, and treasures. There's something for everyone, no matter what your budget is. And give everyone a little bit of love, joy, and happiness and luck. And that is what makeup magic and skincare, you know, magic does, is that it just gives us a little bit of joy and happiness in a tube. So also you can have, if you can't get to one of my fabulous shots with one of my fabulous artists, there are virtual consultations on charlottetilbury.com where you can have a virtual consultation with one of my incredible artists that are trained by me. And you can and we've got incredible skin readers on charlottetilbury.com. We've got incredible, you know, beauty tech. It is amazing, charlottetilbury.com. So we can have a virtual consultation. There are also gift cards that we can give you. So if you don't have time to buy someone a present, or actually you just want to send them a little gift card from charlottetilbury.com and they can have a virtual consultation with one of my celebrity makeup artists who do all these amazing people around the world, and we'll tell them exactly how, and they'll do a kind of, you know, brush along with them and show them exactly how to make their eyes mesmeric and the colors that suit them. Then you can do that on charlottetilbury.com. So it is a fantastic place, charlottetilbury.com. It is honestly kind of my world, my heaven. There's the virtual shop. You can go virtual shopping, you know, which is amazing. So there's so much to do. We've got the most incredible, we've got the most incredible skin reader that will just give you the kind of perfect shade match of your foundation, which is, I have to say, in every light we have the most advanced technology in terms of being able to match your perfect match foundation. So it gives you your perfect match of your foundation, more than even my human eye, being a world's #1 expert. It really is incredible in no matter what light. So we have incredible beauty technology that can read your skin. So I would just say, darling, charlottetilbury.com is a magical beauty wonderland. So my darlings, thank you so much for joining me, the fabulous Calm and the fabulous Sofia Tilbury. And I really hope that you are going to all have the most magical, joyful, holiday season. And we, let's not forget, it's the holidays, and giving you and sending you lots of magic, love, and light from all of us at charlottetilbury.com.